Hey guys, welcome back to Homestead Prepping and Survival. Well, I decided I'd get out here and try to do a little something. If I can't tinker around out here without being in a hurry, I sure as heck can't handle it at work. So anyway, I decided to come out, and you see I got the storage shelf all the way down, all the boards, got the floodlight down. The wire's just hanging there. I have not disconnected it inside yet, but I had to disconnect it in order to take down this framing. So that's where the floodlight was on the end here. I'm going to put one back up, so I don't know that I want to take that wire down, so I'm just going to leave it there for now. But either way, my freezer's in there and stuff, the refrigerators, I need to leave the power on in that building. So I turned it back on. I didn't have it off but about 20 or 30 minutes, but just want to show y'all I am making a little bit of progress. So far everything's come apart just like a puzzle. Pull out the screws and hold it, take the board down. So the kind of iffiest part for me probably is get my ladder out, go ahead and start taking this metal off so I can take the rest of the framing down, and then it'll be all cleared for me to go ahead and seal up all the screw holes that I had from the this existing shelving and lean-to roof, and then I can start on that lumber, getting it ready to put together the new roof, new lean-to. It's going to be about 50%, if not more, bigger than this. This one's only from the edge of the building to the outside edge about 7'5" or 6" wide. It's it's 8 foot at the top, but that's because it goes up the slant of the roof. So from up here all the way out it's 8 foot, but from the edge of the building here out to the post is about 7.5, 7'4", 7'6", somewhere in there. Haven't measured in a while, but either way, it's not wide enough. I could park my boat when I had it under here, but it was really tight, so it was too much of a pain to put under there. And I need a place to park my backhoe, and I want to move the tractor from the other side, because EMP's not going to hurt that tractor. It's not going to hurt the backhoe, because I plan on wrapping all of this with metal to kind of protect it anyway. But one step at a time. That's what I keep telling y'all. If you make just a little bit of progress each time you do something, you can eventually get some of your projects done that's going to help you down the road. So, and believe it or not, I did not build this side. I don't remember I bought the materials or what, but I came home one evening from work. I think it was a Saturday, I'm not sure. But my son-in-law from my middle child and my son were out here putting the metal up when I got home. So they had already framed it up, or either I framed it and they did the metal. I don't remember. It's been quite a few years back. But they had already put the metal and got started putting metal up. So I was very pleased that day, and I still am proud of the boys. But either way, now it's time to take it down so I can build a bigger one. And just thought I'd show y'all my progress. But you see all the tomato cages standing over on the other end. I finally got them down, got all the shelving down. And there's a few pieces of board, like that middle post. It's still usable, but the others are still solid, no rot to them at all. But that middle one up there, for whatever reason, I think it may be because the bushes grew up around it and held the moisture in, I don't know. But either way, I got to take it down. And I still got to do something with my sister's old door. But either way, I did find some old wasp nests up under the eave on the back corner, furthest away from my brown bag. And if y'all haven't tried that, those brown bags, you just take a lunch size bag or whatever and blow it up, close the end, staple it up in place or whatever. And wasps do not like to build nests around it because they think it's a hornet's nest, so they will avoid the area. You will have one every now and then, but I promise you, before I put those nests up, Seemed like every other week I come out here, there was wasp nests up under here. And those nests that were down there, there were no bees, no wasp on them. So they were old. But anyway, carpenter bees have got in some of that lumber. And I put a screw in the hole, keep them from coming out, because I could hear them in there buzzing when I took it down. And I'll spray some WD-40 up in the hole. That'll kill the carpenter bees, and no other ones will want to go back into it. So that'll get rid of them. And y'all know I emptied my carpenter bee trap a week or two ago, and it's already got, looks like 2 in there. Might be 3, but at least 2. And it's getting toward the end of the season, you know, fall has started. So, or it's about to start. It's definitely a lot cooler than it was 2 months ago. So the next thing for me now, since I've got all the lumber down and pretty much saved every bit of it, is to decide how I want to do the shelving over here. And I've really decided I want to go all the way across with it. Of course, I'll put up fresh brown bags, blow them up nice, you know, because the roof is now sealed, and that'll help keep wasps from building nests. But I got lanterns hanging here. I can move those easy enough, but I don't want to move all the storage, you know, the parts, and like the fuel pump right there, and my car ramps, and the manual mower, which I used today in the chicken pen a little bit, and my weed eater. I don't want to move all that stuff, so I think I'm going to come off the barn about 3 feet. That gives me room to get in there and out without having the board directly above my head. And so I'll come out to about where this first lantern is on the right, and then come over to this rafter here. And that's about 5 feet, and I want it wider than 4 foot so I can store 4-foot OSB and MDF, or, you know, plywood, whatever up there, as well as 2x4s and all that stuff. So I'm just going to have to figure out, I got to get my tape measure out, which is, you know, I've got a couple of them now, but measure, make sure that's wide enough. I'm pretty sure it's 5 foot. I'll just have to measure and see. But either way, I do want it the full length, or at least, you know, because I've got a foot overhang over here. If it only comes down a couple feet, very little is going to get wet there. And then on this end, if I can get over here and show y'all, I've got about 6 inches, maybe 8 in places, because I doubled that beam there, overhang. So if I build it from the inside edge to the inside edge over here, to the inside edge over here, I can attach to each rafter or main support brace, and that'll strengthen everything, ties one end to the next, and it'll make it a little shorter on each end so that things won't get as wet if, you know, rain blows in on the side till I get them closed in. So either way, just wanted to give y'all an update. I have been sick. Still hasn't been a great day. My energy level the first day was about 20%, if that. I mean, I barely want, I mean, it was all I could do to get up and get cleaned up and showered and dressed in order to go to the, you know, the doctor. And then the second day, my energy level was about a 30. It barely went up. The shots did make me feel better, but I just had no energy. Winded very, very easily. And it's been, today is day 3. So, you know, I went on Saturday, so this is, and I was sick Friday, but this is Tuesday evening. Sorry, we supposed to went back to work Tuesday, so it would have been Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, and started the Z-Pack thing on Sunday, and this is the end of the 3rd day. And my energy level is still only about 50 to 60%, but that's a big improvement from a few days ago. So I'm going to take what I can get and keep tinkering as I can. And I'm probably going to go ahead and go back to work tomorrow. Our pay week actually ends on Wednesday, which doesn't matter. I mean, I've got sick time, and plus my hours I'd already put in. Our week starts on Thursday, but I don't like missing work. Other than when I had COVID, I don't think I've missed but one day. If you don't count COVID, I don't think I've missed but one day of work for being sick since I've been working for my brother's company. And, you know, out of 32 years in the grocery business, I don't believe I missed more than a week out of that entire time. As a matter of fact, I remember when I first become a deli bakery manager, I worked so many months straight without a day off. I finally decided to take a day that I was scheduled every week. I just never took it. And I decided not to, not to go in that day. Finally got a decent crew, and shoot, about 9:30, 10 o'clock, they were calling me, and I'm answering the phone. I'm like, hey, what's going on? They said, we just want to make sure you all right. You ain't at work. That ain't normal. I'm like, well, I got y'all now. I didn't have y'all when I started it, so I don't need to be there. And, I tried to take more days off after that, but anyway, I don't like to miss work. I like people to be able to depend on me, so I don't know how y'all's work ethic is, but work ethic is a thing that's very hard to find nowadays. A good, strong work ethic that, where people can say if the man says he'll be there, he'll be there. That's to, you ought to be a man of your word, person of your word for you ladies that work. So either way, I'm going to get off here. I've been rambling about 11, 12 minutes, and I'll go over here and show you the chickens real quick before I end this video. It's long enough. I don't need to make it another part to it. I finally got that video today to upload, and I know it was almost 30 minutes or so, but it took me 3.5 hours to get that video to upload with my hotspot at home. But I've had the adults roaming most of the day, and you see I've got some tall grass, but all the shorter grass, that manual mower cuts really well, and I've got it knocked down. So excuse me. I got another egg from the young adults on the far pen today, and I got 3 from the adults today. So 4 total for today, and I should be getting the other young hens that hasn't. There's 3 of them, so I've only gotten 2 small eggs. That tells me either 2 have started, and I think it's the same one because they both had the little white spots on it. But either way, I'm hoping the other 2 will start laying as well, and when their eggs get full size, I'm going to reap the bounty of the extra eggs for a little while, because I actually have some people that like to get eggs from me, and the last couple months I haven't really had any to give them. But either way, I appreciate y'all following along. All the new subscribers, I thank y'all so very much. It is awesome. Excuse me. Alright, I apologize. I had to pause the video. I got all choked up again. But anyway, I do appreciate all the new subscribers. We hit 160 today. Now I know this video probably won't come out till Thursday. I can basically get about 2 videos upload a month before they say my unlimited data is used up. So I'll upload this one from work when I get time. And that's the best thing about being able to do it on my phone, is I can just upload from my phone while I'm at work in the morning waiting to get started today, and so on. But guys, I thank y'all very much. If you have not done so, please hit the thumbs up button. That helps the algorithm with YouTube suggest the video to more people that like the type videos that you watch, and it helps me grow. I really appreciate that. But guys, thank y'all. Remember the 2 things I always tell you: Jesus Christ loves you, and so do I. Y'all be safe, be prepared.